All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1252 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is the summertime. It is the first week of June. It is time to get your study on. This is KonaButterflyz. This is the 30 minutes of free for your securities license to get your study prep for your Series 6, your SIE, your 63, your 26, your 65, your Series 7, your 66, your 24. I'm sure I'm missing a lot, but that's okay. Do you know why? Because what you're going to learn here is going to help you pass those multiple choice questions. Guys, so many people take that content and they get bewildered by those questions. They get confused. They don't understand why nothing makes sense. They don't understand why the questions don't make sense. They don't understand why they spent hours and hours and nothing makes sense. They get frustrated. Sometimes the process takes too long. Sometimes it takes too long. You know, there's a lot of programs that take like 6 weeks, 12 weeks. There was one person we were talking to that they were doing a program. It literally takes 6 months for them to get through all the content and to do the quizzes and the way they want to do, they want them to do it. Guys, we ain't got time for that. I mean, honestly, we don't, right? We don't got time for that. If you can get yourself these licenses, and I mean, we work with, this is mainly a problem with the main firm we work with, it's just Primerica. Other firms, they don't have the grace period or the leniency of having more than 60 days. They got 60 days and that's it. Anything else, and in Primerica, it's like people take forever. They can do it whenever they want. They can take it, fail it, retake it, fail it. Guys, I'm telling you, like some firms, it's like you don't pass, you're out. Like literally, you got three strikes and you're out. You're out of the program. They're putting someone else in. You got to wait a full year, maybe never, to get another opportunity to take the exam. So the luxury of waiting 6 months to get through content and everything is not, it doesn't work. That's why we have a lot of firms that do get turned on by us because we have a 21-day program. We're going to show you guys to go through questions to get those answers without even knowing content. Because it doesn't really matter if you how you got the answer right. It matters to you most of the time. It really doesn't matter to the exam. The exam is impartial. The people who that test you, they're impartial to it. They don't care how you got the answer. They only know yes or no. Did you pass or did you not? That's it. Did you get it right or did you not? They don't care about your work. They don't care about you showing work. All they care about, did you cheat or did you not cheat? Did you get a pass? Did you not get a pass? Did you That's it. That's all there is to it. They don't care. They didn't ask Brandy when she took the Series 65, didn't read a book, did pretty much the whole exam, all based on techniques, barely studied, and went and did it and got it on the first attempt. They didn't ask her to show her work on, you know, question number 66, 64. When she took the 7 and passed it, which had a lunch break at the time because it's so dang long to take, they didn't ask her, hey, can you show me your work on the first half of the exam? Can you tell me how you got to question 20? Because you know why? She didn't read the book either. She didn't read that book either. Either book. Just all techniques and very surface level knowledge. That's it. That's the recipe. That's it. Some people drag this out. They feel uncomfortable. They're not secure with the fact. They don't like it. They love it. They love knowing everything about everything. Guess what, guys? Everything isn't on the dang test. And I'll give you another helpful hint. I want you guys to write this down even. What you think is on the exam, it's probably not on the exam. Most people freak the heck out about options on the SIE. They freak out. They will spend months trying to figure that out and making sure they know how it works exactly as if they're putting together a mechanical combustible engine. They want to know every screw, bolt, nut, everything, how it goes, every part of it. And then they get on the exam and then they go, I think I saw two questions. Well, the whole time you studied the options and you only got two questions. How many questions are on that exam now?
1 to 4.
No. How many questions total on the entire exam?
80.
80 questions, guys. At 80 questions, they focused on maximum 4 questions for 3 months. 4 questions for 3 months. Most of you guys are racking your brains for 4 questions for months. 4, does that make sense to you? Does that make good math for you? Does that look like it's good time to like spend? Is that a good use of your time to spend on 4 questions for months? Wouldn't you like to know more of the all of the exam? I don't know. Spend maybe half of that amount of time and maybe get through all the questions on there in no surface level and have a basic knowledge of on everything. Because guys, that's how the exam is. You just need to have a basic knowledge, right, Brandy?
Yep.
No deep understandings. We've had people that literally pass this exam. Brandy will ask them the next day, "Can you explain this question?" It's an options one. Brandy, I have no idea what that question is. Well, didn't you just pass the exam? I have no clue. Well, how'd you get it right? I just did what you told me. You said, look for this, connect the dot, and just mark it right. That's it. That's it. They're not going to be options traders. They don't need to know this. I'll also give you another helpful hint. 90% of the stuff you guys are learning, you'll never use in the field every day. Everything that you're learning, it's different in real world. Have you ever had a job and especially those who went to school for something, right? You go to that job that's in that specific thing that you schooled on, and you realize, man, this is nothing like they taught in the textbook. This is nothing like I was taught how it's going to go. No, it's not. Not at all. That's why your trainings are so important. That's why the trainings are so important. You just got to know basic knowledge and make sure you're following the rules. When I say rules, I mean laws. When I mean laws, so you don't go to prison and you don't do wrong by your clients, right? So that way you don't, I didn't know that. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did know. You passed an exam. That's where it's at. But the training, the compliance, everything, it takes care of itself with every firm that you work with. You don't need to know all the mechanics of it all. You're not going to be asked to reassemble an engine piece by piece and know exactly what every screw, every bolt is, number, every serial number on it. But you all approach it like that. Like if someone's going to test you on the serial number of bolt 64 on your, you know, on your valve train. No one cares. No one's gonna do that. It's not that deep, as my kids would say to me all the time. It's not that deep, Dad. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, students. Not that deep. So if you really want to get into this, if you want to get onto it, you look, we got 2 options right now. You never come at a better time than this summertime, this June, because not only do we have a 21-day plan that gets you through all these exams and that basic knowledge, giving you those techniques and strategies on how to answer the dang question without knowing anything, how to answer it with surface knowledge, how to make sure you're making sure you're getting through the right stuff and not the wrong stuff, not spending 3 months on 4 questions because that don't make sense. That's not good math. We already agree on that. If you didn't shake your head yes, I don't know what to tell you, but it doesn't make sense to spend 3 months on 4 questions. You need to spend, if you're going to do 3 months of it, you need to do 3 months on 80 questions. You need to figure out the combination. You need to figure out what you need to know so that way you can get that exam pass notice. And that's what we do in those 21-day plans, which we are like not doing as many live sessions. We're actually just doing one for you guys to do orientation notes and all this stuff. Brandy's doing that on Mondays. We have a whole new summer schedule, but daily emails. I give you out daily emails now. Well, I might skip a day or here or there, but pretty much daily emails where you guys can go in there and there's replays of lives that we did that are really going to change your life, change your scores, level up. You just got to open up that email. And we have so much stuff. We have so much content that could really level you up. And it's not just content, guys. It's not just content. It's making sure that you guys know how to take notes correctly. Like some of you all won't be humble enough to admit that you don't know how to take notes. Some of y'all won't admit that you went to a really bad school and you didn't get taught a whole lot, right? It was more of like babysitting with books. None wrong with that. Brandy and I went to a horrible school. Our high school was horrible. In fact, they fired all the teachers when we left, and the state took over and had to rehire all new teachers. That's how bad it was. Look, we had to get taught how to do notes again. Brandy's teaching you how to do that. She's showing you how to work these exam questions. She's taking it back to you having a foundation. Why is she doing that? I only need to pass a exam. Wrong. You need to probably pass 4 or 5 exams. You need to be a professional exam taker. Throughout your professional career, you are here and there going to have to take an exam, so you might as well be good at it. So she's going to show you how to get really good at it so you can just go through it like it ain't nothing to you. It ain't nothing but a chicken wing for you. So you guys are going to get through that information. She's going to show you that in those 21-day programs. We got small group tutoring, one-on-one tutoring. And then on top of it right now, we actually have boot camps, right? We got the 6 coming up on Friday. We have the SIE coming up after that next week for $99. It's half the price that we've been doing it this year, half the price, but all of the knowledge. Half the price, all of the knowledge, and we're only going to do it in 1 or 2 days, right? Series 6 only takes 1 day. Brandy's going to get through that whole thing. 2 days for the SIE. She's going to knock that out. She's going to give you questions. She's going to help you get through those multiple choice questions. She's going to show you how to apply the content. Guys, she doesn't leave you hanging, and she gives you a nice little program to do after you attend the boot camp. She's not going to just say, hey, take some quizzes, make sure your scores are like 80 to 90 and go schedule that thing and go pass it, right? That's like most boot camps. Here's all the content. Hope you got it all. Go take a couple quizzes. Make sure you make sure you go schedule that thing in the next week or so. And good luck. Right? No, Brandy's going to actually give you guys a plan to move forward and to get that. That's why we've had so many passers coming from these boot camps, because they're finally getting direction after the fact. So we got those coming up. So check that out. If you want more information on all of us, scan the QR code, hit the link. We got the Kona community. We got books for sale, SIE 663, 2665. You are on the Studying Brew. This is the only thing we do on for free on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So check it out. KonaButterflyz@gmail.com, 951-290-3077. We got a summer schedule. I kind of hinted at it earlier. Monday, we have what we call the Kona Way. Tuesday, we have small group tutoring and Studying Brew. Thursday, we have Studying Brew. That's all of our live sessions. Everything else is either on those on-demand videos and content that I have going out and those emails you receive every day with your membership. Guys, just get on the program, follow the 21-day plan, and then just reach out to Brandy. And if you need extra help, we have those tutoring options available. All right. I already talked about the boot camps. Make sure to get in there. All you got to do is scan the QR code, that link tree. Those QR codes on the screen will go right directly to those particular boot camps. But if you're on our link tree, if you're looking in the chat right now and you're on live, Brandy has those boot camps on there, but also there's the link tree that has that on there, and you can get to the registration as well from those. And plus you can buy the books. Everything you need is in our link tree. I think Brandy posted it as well. All right. You ready to get going, Brandy?
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
Oh, you got it.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. By the way, guys, I probably won't see you guys on Thursday. Brandy's taking over on Thursday. I will be gone, going to Oregon and Arizona.
Utah?
Yo, sorry. Yeah, Utah and Arizona. Sorry. I don't know why Oregon popped in my head. Yeah, Utah and Arizona. Yeah. 10-hour drive starting at midnight Wednesday, right after a football camp. I'm driving for 10 hours straight, boys, to Ogden, Utah. So if you're in the Ogden, Utah area, I'll be out there for 2 days, then going right to northern Arizona. And Brandy's got Kona. Got it. All the way till Monday.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll still be working though. I don't know how, but I will.
Yes. All right. Test taking techniques.
Oh, you want me to? And
I'm just used to it.
Test taking techniques Tuesday, 6 questions. Brandy's going to go through 6 questions, and guess what? You don't need to know anything. Watch how she does it. Watch how she breaks it down. She's going to show you. She's going to break them down the only way that Brandy knows how. Go through answers first, then the questions. If you have not adopted this Kona Way, be on Mondays. Monday, if you're a member, Kona Way. Brandy's going to show you how to do that. We just had a great orientation on the last one. Look for that replay. But guys, go through this content.
Yes.
But realize you don't need to know it all, because we're going to show you how to get answers right anyway.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Okay. All right, guys, we do answers first because it is a great little preview of what we're going to be answering in the question. So I have neither, then I have control, I have restricted, and I have both. So one or the other, none, or both, right? So I went into the question, not really a technique.
I feel like you can't have control and be restricted at the same time. But that's just me.
So I went to the question.
Sorry.
So I went to the question and it says...
Watch, that's the answer. It's both.
It's talking about the ability to sell restricted stock, right? And wait, and it says, wait, hold on, that wasn't the
I see.
part. The important part was not subject to a holding period. I don't know about you, but that sounds like it's restricted if you're holding it. If you're holding it, it's restricted. So it's asking you what's not restricted. And we're going to go ahead with that control stop.
Yeah, so that goes back to kind of what I was saying. Like you can't, like I feel like you couldn't be both. It's either restricted or not. But anyways,
We're
watch
gonna
Brandy's gonna be like, well, actually, Andy,
we're gonna move on
Rule
because we're still talking
144.
about content today.
Right, got you.
All right. So I have agency trade, I have net basis trade, riskless principal trade, and agency cross trade. So I obviously looked at the agency and the agency as my two
All of them
choices.
do have trade.
They all do have trade. So we're looking at the two that stand out are the agencies. Okay. This one might be a stretch.
We call this similar. 95% of the time, it's a similar.
Exactly. So it says a trade in which a broker dealer matches a sale from one of its, hold on, I'm trying to get it clear here, from one of its clients to purchase from another one. I don't know about you guys,
Cross.
but I looked at that another one and I said that sounds like a cross. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but it didn't sound straight up agency. We're adding in somebody else.
No, I know this is like kind of probably not the definition of a cross agency trade or whatever, but I think of it like I'm crossing like the aisle to go trade with somebody else,
That's what I thought. I think that's visually what I was thinking.
like in my brain.
Yeah.
Like I envision like
Street to the
across the
other broker
street,
dealer.
other building.
Works. It's the answer. It was the answer.
I
All
got
right.
I got chocolate milk, you got regular milk. Let's
That's right.
trade.
Margin disclosure document, credit agreement, hypothecation agreements, or the loan consent agreement. Kind of not the name of it, but whatever. What? Okay, so it's saying what's not mandatory.
Well, A is the only one with an agreement in it. I don't know if that matters.
True, but I was looking at the fact that it said consent. We don't have to mandatorily give consent. It's not consent if it's mandatory.
Thank you, Lavelle. She noticed the same thing I did.
Yeah, I didn't.
But it was the word.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that one. But
Tori
right.
got it.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's not mandatory to say yes.
Right.
Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm. All right, I have the beneficiary receives a scholarship payment. The beneficiary becomes disabled. The beneficiary will use the funds for medical expenses, or the beneficiary dies.
Wow.
It's brutal, I know. So I was like, they're all talking about the beneficiary, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the question and it's talking about a college savings plan, except. So what's not college related? Now,
If you're dead.
now you guys are probably saying dead, disabled, right?
How?
But it's saying without the penalty. Look, we can't penalize you if you get disabled, and we can't penalize you if you die.
Right.
But how about if we can penalize you if you're not using it for college?
Right.
There we go.
I mean, it's a honorable cause.
Yeah, but
You know, you're not buying Pokemon cards at Target with it.
true. But it's for college, not for medical.
See, that sounds weird in our generation. It'd be like, why would they be buying children's trading cards at college level? It's common now.
Adults do it.
I know. It's crazy.
This one was fun. Okay, so I looked at this one, right? And we're doing, oh, I didn't even cover the question. That's how excited I was about this one. So we talked about, so it talks about, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can ignore it. I've got private high school, I've got college tuition, I got room and board at a private university, and then it says room and board expenses used by a student to study abroad. But it doesn't say where that room and board is, right? And the question is talking about a 529.
Study. They don't like to be called broads anymore.
And it's talking about accept, right? So it's saying what's a qualified withdrawal? Accept. So what wouldn't be qualified? Now we already learned, sorry guys, I guess I should have told you this. We learned about 529s or college. Everything on here is school related.
Right.
Except for D.
Yes.
It just says room and board expenses.
Right. It says board. Yeah. Room and board expenses. That's like your toothpaste, some blankets, a TV, maybe.
It could
Whatever.
be an apartment.
At an apartment.
Somewhere. But see, this says at the university. Says for college. This says at high school. It just says by a student. That means nothing. Means nothing.
So does that mean you can use a 529 for a private high school?
Up to 10,000. Yes. I was just trying. 529 plans for education.
You would think 10,000 was a lot, but man, let me tell you guys. Whew, there's some schools around here.
10,000 a year.
Crazy.
And that's it.
No, it's not really a lot. No. Dude, there was a parent that was telling us how much they paid for their kids' high school. I was like, dang, you can buy a house for that. Shoot. That's crazy. And well, you guys are gonna have to get along on regular smart because I ain't paying for that. Saying. Y'all are gonna have to try extra hard. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you for being on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Go approach your quizzes that way. Do you see how much fun we had? Do you see how we just broke down those answers? We just looked at for what they were, not reading into it, not trying to really make a lot of sense. In fact, the first one I got the sideways look from Brandy because I was reading too much into it. She's like, nah, you just got to look at this. That's it. And just get it right. That's what we want you to do. Go just do that. Go read the answers, go read the question, apply those techniques, add them to your arsenal, guys. And if you're lost on the whole system, you want to learn the Kona Way, we got the 21-day plans, we got the boot camps coming up. Go check us out. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys next week. Brandy will see you on Thursday. Until then, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Oh, wait, Brandy's here. Wait, yeah, stay safe out. Sorry, I'm all miscombobulated. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PM, everybody.
Thank you all so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you. Practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.